Hey everyone, it's Lisa and I'm back to do actually a hair tutorial. Excuse the fact I got no makeup on yet because I'm getting ready to film a spring makeup look with Avon products. But I thought people have been asking me how I do my hair, and I just want to show you that when I get out of the shower and if I let it air dry, this is how frizzy my hair looks after not doing anything with it. So curling iron and hair dryer really does make a huge difference in smoothness and how my hair looks, when it's fixed. So the first steps, of course, is wash with shampoo and conditioner, and then, hang on, I'm reaching down into my drawer. I use this. It is not an Avon product, so Avon friends don't scream at me. This is Bumble and Bumble. This is the blow dry for hair, and it's a heat protected. So I squeeze a little bit of that when my hair is still wet, and I just rub it through all my ends in my hair so that when I start to heat style, I'm not going to have any damage. I also have this very old brush. Please don't mind it. It even has an old scrunchie on it. This is what I use to get the wave in the bangs. So I'm going to be doing it to the opposite side, and I curl under, and that's what gives me the wave this way. So my hair is actually a little drier than I wanted it to be for this video, setting up and everything, and I'm in my bathroom, which I normally don't film in here, hence the screen in the background, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm using my Nano Titanium Baby Bliss Pro hair dryer, and I'm using the attachment on the end, and this sucker gets really, really hot. So let me go ahead and put it on high and get that going on low. So I'm going to start, you may not hear me, so I'm going to start on my bangs. And so and again, I'm going in the opposite direction because I wear it to the other side. I also did put a little bit of styling gel just on the ends and where I'm going to be doing my curls. So if you need to add a little product to your hair, I like to pick something that's not real sticky, and I will show you what I'm using here in a moment. So that's just to kind of get that going. Okay. As you can see, it's still very frizzy. Like I said, normally it's wetter than this. So I'm going to go ahead and just blast it now. And you can also flip your hair upside down, which I normally do, but with the screen in the background, it's not going to work. I just want you to see, this is what my hair looks like, guys, when I don't put a curl in it. It's crazy. It's very, very, it's got like natural wave, and it can tend to look very frizzy and dry. But as soon as I put a curling on it, it smooths that cuticle down, and it looks really nice. So this is freshly washed, so you definitely have to put product in it. Now the other product that I'm using, Avon friends don't scream at me. There's certain ones I've got to use. This is non-sticky, and it is the Redken Velvet Gelvatine 7. And what I like about this is it's not very sticky. So let me continue to dry, and then we'll get right to the curling. Okay, so the hair is dry, and I have just some separator clips that I'm going to use. So I like to start by doing the bottom part first and just kind of sectioning this up. Also, my hair is warm, so by bringing it still up like this and just kind of poofing it a little, it gives me a little volume while it's kind of cooling off. So I'm just going to section this. It looks ridiculous. I'm just going to section this like this just to keep it out of the way. And then I've got all my long ends. So if you have long hair, it's sometimes good, at least for me, to go ahead and get the bottom part first and then work on the layers. Now I am so due for color, and I'm so due for my hairdresser to get a hold of me for that. So I start with my barrel curling iron. I believe this is a 1.5 inch. It's the Infinity Pro by Conair as well. And so I've already got heat protectant styling on it. I don't spray anything else. I start by kind of warming things up by running it through once to kind of smooth it out. And then I go ahead and begin the curl. So round, release, round, release, and so on. And just kind of hold it, leaving that end sticking out just a little bit, and at the very end I kind of pull it through. And I probably get about 3 or 4 curls on each side for the length. Let that go. Don't mess with it. Let it cool so that it stays. And then I'll move on to the next piece. Smooth through, gets it nice and heated up, and it can get really hot, so be careful. And then you can already see the shine starting to happen. So people are always like, oh Lisa, you have such beautiful hair, but I have to do this after I wash it, and then I can usually get a few days out of the style. First day is always a little curlier, and the next day it starts to get a little bit better and wavy. So, but initially it's just a big frizz ball, guys. You can see I have very dark roots. Like I said, she needs to get a hold of, that is with color, she needs to get a hold of me for my highlights. I'm so due. So, and then you just release. Okay, so work both sides like this, and we will come back and I will move on to the next section. Okay, so the bottom is curled, so we're going to start taking the top down. And take it down in sections. So you can see I've got lots of hair here, so I have to separate this from what's already curled. So I'm going to take the bangs portion and still pull this up and out of the way and kind of move it to the other side. So twist it and just kind of clip it to the other side, and then just start working on this section. So this section has some layers in it. So we're going to keep rolling back. When you do your curl, don't go forward. If you're looking for that wavy look, I do back with my curl. So again, it's just straight out. And I don't keep it on for long because I don't want the damage, but I do have the heat protectant. Straight out and roll in. End is out. So it's time to take down the other side. I've got this portion done. No spray or anything yet. I try not to use any because sprays can tend to be drying on the hair. But adding just a little bit at the end does seem to help hold it for a couple days. Honestly, the less you wash your hair, especially if you have very long hair, as long as you're not out getting sweaty and like working out or something where you need to wash it all the time, it's best to go as many days as you can without washing your hair. And I tend to, as you can see, be more on the dry side to begin with, so I try to stretch it out. So again, we're going back with our curls, and we'll do this side, and we will come right back. Okay, so now it's time to take down the top, and then we throw some curls within the bang and within the back and the sides. So the top part, now that the sides are all done and they're setting and letting them cool off, we're going to go ahead and focus on the top parts here. So I have one piece for my hair that goes this way. So this piece here is not very much hair, but I like to do this back. So go ahead and give it a quick little brush. Again, grab your iron close to the root and turn backwards. Just hold it gently there. And you can see this is already starting because I put the gel in ahead of time to work for me. Let that dry that way, let it get cooled off. Take the portion of the bang part, because this is still a long piece, so I'm going to take this, twist it up, and clip this out of the way once more. Get this last main piece here. And when I'm inching that down, I'm just slowly pushing the handle to release the hair so that I can get the rest of the hair into the curling iron. And might I add, I am with no makeup. This is hard for me to do no makeup, but I'm trying to get ready, and like I said, I'll be doing a makeup video shortly, so when you see the end of this video, I'll probably have my makeup on to show you the final look before and after. So here's this part here, and see back here I need to do a couple curls in the back, so I will. This part here is where it can get tricky. So my bangs have gotten super long, and I've got some layering in it. So I'm going to take them up. Again, do my quick smooth, and then bend, roll, bend, roll, bend. And just pull that to the top. And then I tweak this. So right here, I want this to stick up a little bit more. It's got the gel in it. So I take my flat here and I push it because it's cooling, right? You don't want to have too many bends, but if you just let it cool like this, you'll get the proper lift if you're looking for that lift. So we're going to let the rest of this dry. I'm going to throw a couple back here, and then I will show you the finished product of the waves and how it looks when it's done. So now you can take your hands through it and just kind of fix your curls. If you want it more curly, just grab the curl and just do it by hand like this, and it will put it right back where you want it. I am so due, like I said, for layers and whatnot, so this is like longer waves for me right now, and I'm standing on my tippy toes just so you can see the ends. But there is the final product. And you can just kind of add a little spray back here if you want a little lift.